I was having conversation with a young lady who is in IT profession. I just asked her why even these days there are few women in IT professions. Even the World Economic Forum report says that globally below 25% of women are in IT professions. Maybe they consider the reason is women need to take after a certain age they need to take care of their family, then they can't focus on their career likewise. But that lady told me that this is not the cause in every cases. Actually, many women they now know how to balance between their family and career, but there is a dirty politics going on. That's why they are just going back. That means that these women are becoming adapted to some wrong trends. Because this is going on, we can't go there. But the few women who are passing through all these hurdles, they are becoming social innovators. From your childhood, you must have heard that you should be adaptable to survive. But nobody tells you about to be innovative. Even if few people they are trying to be innovative, the environment poses so many challenges for them. That's why my today's topic is adaptability and innovative. Hello, I am Nandini Das, academician, author. You know, once upon a time, Mahatma Gandhi, Nelson Mandela, they were punished, they were discarded, they were rejected because they were not adaptable to their time. What was going on at that time? In contemporary time, think about Malala, Taslima Nasrin, Aung San Suu Kyi. They are social innovators, but they face the same situation. Until they came through all these obstacles, people used to tell them that they are not adaptive, and they had so many problems. Even they to life, they're in prison, so many things happening with them. But when they came through everything, they had a name. Now they become leaders or innovators, and those people who used to reject them, punish them, telling that they are not adaptable to the current society, now they are calling them leaders, right? So what is adaptability? Adaptability is to fit in something. Suppose you must have heard that in the work culture, if you are adaptable to the work culture, they say that. But the thing is, nobody tells you that what is right culture where you need to be adaptable, what is wrong culture where you need not be adaptable. You learn that to be adaptable to survive. To be a mediocre, you can go more high, then that is the thing, because that will be comfortable, you will be in your comfort zone, like that. Innovative is to break through the old model and bring something new. Check in your households. What happens? Before you used to give more time, more labor to do your laundry. But when washing machine came, it just solved all your problems. Likewise, before people used to have their personal cars or taxi. Then again, hail riding came. Those services gave you Uber, Ola, Didi, all those people, all those services. They solved so many problems. Like you needn't go outside, stand on a road to look for a taxi, or then second is that you just call from your home, and the second is that immediately you can get a taxi from your neighborhood within a span of time. And the next thing is those people who have some vehicle and they are not have more private use, then they can earn some money. And the fourth thing is those companies like Ola, Uber, Didi, they are not investing more money on buying vehicles or appointing drivers. They are like channelizing everything. Again, some new innovations are also challenging this, like driverless taxis, driverless cars, or flying taxis. They are coming, these innovations are coming, they are on the way. But what thing you must understand and realize that yes or no, you even right now you can pause the video and write that in the comment box that people are adaptable. They are adaptable to accept innovation in technology but not in personal life. That's why people are adapting technological innovations immediately. Every alternate, it is new things are coming in their life. But still Aung San Suu Kyi in prison, Malala was targeted to death. All those things are happening because people can't accept good changes in their social and everyday life. That's why I am giving you 5 strategies how you can be both adaptable and innovative. Because as I said in the beginning that there are certain cases you need to be adaptable, certain cases you need to be. So your mind should, your framework of your mind should be like that. You should understand that where you need to be adaptable, where you needn't. So my number 1 strategy is have the courage to think different. Unless suppose everybody, all girl is going for teaching job, doctor job, engineer job, or in some countries people think that if you are in a job for that is a safe and you have social respect if you are a doctor or engineer, not any other profession like that. If if you have something else in your mind and you know that it is not bad, it is good, then you should have the courage to think first in your mind. The number 2 strategy is have a passion. What is a passion? Some people, they like to do some social work, some people like to listen music, some people like to play some instruments, some like painting, different things. What those passions do in their life, when they are loaded with work, they're exhausted, then these passions, they take a break, go for the passions, then that recharge their energy, again they go to their work. And sometimes those passions can make you innovative too. Those who are lucky, who have their become their passion, their profession, but not for all. That's why everybody should have some passion. Then number 3 strategy is be an interesting person through your own worth. Suppose you have some quality inside you, so that to others, that others should be interested in you because of your good quality. At the same time, you should be interested in others' life. How? Being an active listener or being empathetic. Both how you can be an active listener and how you can be empathetic, I have made videos on it. I will mention the link in the description and you can go and watch those videos too. Then you will understand. But you shouldn't be interested like gossiping about others, invading their personal life, backbiting, all those things. That is not real right interested in others' life, right way of interested in others' life. Then number 4 strategy is be daring to adapt your ideas into action. Let me make it clear, simple. Suppose you are a housewife, you are very good in cooking. Everybody praises your cooking. So you think if you can write a book, some other people can learn from that, right? But you don't dare to do that because you think others will laugh at you. So you are adapting the trend that since I am a housewife, I am born to cook and do household work, then I'll die. I'll be granny and I'll die. It's not like that. So in that trend you need not be adaptive. If something you have some qualities and you think you can put it in a good way, then you should go in that way. Got my point? So you should have that courage to execute your ideas into action. Only ideas in your mind is of no use. Now my number 5th strategy is the important thing how you are heard from your childhood that be adaptive. Then you can survive. From your childhood to in your relationships to your workplace, everybody tells you the same thing. If you are adaptable, you survive. If you are not adaptable, you can't survive. That also happens. But here I am giving you some more points where you need to be really adaptive, where you need not. So A is time. Sometimes maybe in your case time means you suppose you're meeting at 9 a.m. It is okay to come at 11 a.m. That is the trend going on there. But in some other places they are very much punctual. 9 a.m. means 9 a.m. There you should respect their time management or their adaptability to the time and the punctuality. You should adapt those things. But in your place, suppose in your place where people don't respect that punctuality, but they want to use their monopoly over you, and if the meeting is at 10 a.m., they ask you to come at 8 a.m. and sit there. Since you are working there, maybe your boss, maybe your other colleagues, they are doing the same thing. That's why you need to be adaptive. That's why people say that you are not adaptive to the culture. That means adapt anything bad, anything wrong going on. If you are adaptive, you are right, you are survive. If you are not adaptive, you can't survive. Now you understand what is the real thing between being adaptive. Got it. Then B is where you need to be adaptive. You need to be adaptive to the cultures, not superstition. Suppose in one culture you are going to the birthday party of your friend and you buy a bottle of wine and you drink it. That is totally perfect. But in some culture that is not nice. People can't accept that. So in that case you should respect the culture but not superstitions. Then number C where you need to be adaptable is in emotions. Suppose at your office there is all people, they help when new colleague join, they help the colleague to introduce to you the new colleague to the company culture. That is very good thing. You should adapt that, you should do that. But suppose you want to go for one profession, but your family members or your friends and relatives, they are telling you to do some other profession. There you need not be emotion, right? You got it. Don't use your emotion in a wrong way. So emotion is same, but one place you need to be adaptive, another place you need not be. Then D. D is you need to be adaptable to achieve your ambition. Some places you need to achieve your ambition, there you need to be adaptive. At the same time you need to do some sacrifices. Like you want to lose 15 kilos of weight in 1 month. So how you will be adaptable? How you will achieve your ambition? First of all, you should control your diet, you should sacrifice your favorite food, you should follow a diet chart, you should do exercise. Like, got it? There you need to be adaptive to achieve your ambition. And E, the last one is, don't follow some wrong path but follow the genuine path of adaptability. Again, let me, it sounds complex, let me make it simple with one example. Suppose in your college, most of the students, they are getting above 90% by cheating or bribing. But your talent is to secure only 60%. Here, if you want to be a social innovator, not a survivor like others, you don't follow the adaptability trend of cheating or bribing and getting above 90%. Got it? In the long run, in the short run, maybe you will be a sufferer. Not maybe, in 99% cases you will be the sufferer, because they will easily get a job. There are so many things, because our systems and traditions are made like that. But if you want to be an innovator, then you know where to be adaptable, where to be innovative, and you can have a blend of those qualities, where you need to be adaptable, where you need to be innovative. Then that will not only improve your own personality, but will slowly and steadily, that will change the wrong culture, where we need to be, we are told from the beginning to adaptable, and nobody tells you how to be innovative. Got it? Now what to do? Drop a line in the comment box, and which strategy you like the most, how you are following it. Like my channel, share it with your friends. See you next time. Subscribe my channel, don't forget to subscribe my channel. Then every week I will come with such important topics for your character building, important topics of life skills. See you next time. Till then, bye bye.